EGM compendium hit YouTube, and basically what this is the old Electronic Gaming Monthly magazine from back in the day is trying to make a comeback, and they are doing this Kickstarter project to basically catalog every issue ever that they've ever released into this online compendium. And I don't know, I think for people like, you know, around our age, that is definitely something pretty cool, because we grew up around, you know, we were around at a time where the internet wasn't so prevalent, and gaming magazines like this was the only way you'd get information for the games you were playing and all that, and to know what was coming out and everything. And it definitely was a source of like getting you hyped for the future. So I think it's really cool that they're trying to make this happen. They're trying to come back. They're trying to catalog every issue ever. It's a big task ahead of them, I think, because this magazine went on for years. But I don't know, man. As a fan of gaming magazines in general, I think this is pretty cool. Whether or not this is a part one, a part two, because I don't know if they could just outright do this in one shot, is yet to be seen. But I don't know. I think it's just a cool idea. And, you know, video game magazines to me are a dying art. They've definitely, they're not around anymore. Game Informer tried to keep it alive a little bit, but they got shut down recently. And, you know, all the usual suspects, PlayStation Magazine, Nintendo Power, that all ended in, you know, the late 2000s, I think. So, yeah, I don't know. Guys, what are your, what's your history, I guess, with video game magazines? And first of all, do you guys like this idea? Chris, I'll start with you.
I absolutely hate this idea. It's brutal.
He hates it. Never mind.
This is
such a crappy idea.
Well, first of all, video gaming magazines is dead. Like, it doesn't exist. Like, 100%. I know sometimes you'll go to the stores and you'll see, you know, a couple of usually UK-based magazines that are still sticking around. But aside from that, I mean, it's dead. Nobody really takes them seriously. So part of the issue is just a self-cannibalization of the information, right? I mean, any news that comes out, you know, you just whip out your phone and just take a look at it really quick. You can follow up on an article, a rumor, anything like that. There's no real world where you're sort of waiting for that EGM monthly to come in at the end of the month to sort of give you the news, because it's so attainable now, right? Yeah. But this is a great idea. Although I will say I'm more excited about the book. Like, there's a 320-page book that's coming out as well. And I think that's really cool. I think that's a pretty sweet thing. And then, yeah, the digitization of the entire libraries is pretty sweet as well. But yeah, I'm not sure I don't know how popular this will be with like newer people. I think this is very much like a nostalgic spot for a lot of people that collected the video game magazines, especially in our era. Like, I remember going to school and, you know, there would be teachers that wouldn't even let you read one during reading time because that wasn't considered reading, right? Because it was a video game magazine. Just nonsense like that, right? But yeah, no, that's cool, man. Great idea.
Yeah. Darren, what do you think of this?
Yeah, I'm kind of with Chris. Probably aimed more at our generation, perhaps more me and Chris. Looking back at it, like, I used to have the PS Mags all the time. I used to love it because I used to collect the demos. That used to be kind of the key feature. And then you kind of get like a bit of an inside scoop into what's happening, you know, what's kind of been touted to happen. And, you know, I always thought that was kind of cool as a kid, got excited about that. Also, you know, you'd have your cheat codes in the magazine and things like that. So, you know, if I'm to rewind back the clocks, like back in the day, it was kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to have to pull a big one out of their ass to try and get the younger generation involved. But, yeah, here's hoping. Why not? I'm pretty much with Chris on this one, if I'm honest. And that's rare when I say that, because fuck that guy.
Mm-hmm. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. I think right now I'm on the Kickstarter page. They are at 488,000, so they've definitely smashed their goal. So we'll see. There's 21 days to go also till deadline. So like deadline for backing it. So they got time to recruit more people. And yeah, I'm interested in the book, really, to be honest. Also, Chris, like I feel like having something physical in your hand for something like this is just, you know, probably the coolest thing about it, because you could honestly right now go on like archive.org or something and look up all these issues. Like, it's not like something that is completely unattainable to you online. But to have a book that's documenting everything. I think that's really cool. So, yeah. Was EGM your guys' main book, or what was your like main book that you always bought or look forward to? Because for me, it was like Nintendo Power. Like I had like so many fucking Nintendo Power issues. It was insane. But yeah, I got like EGM and GamePro were the ones I would pick up like if I saw them on the shelf and my parents wanted to buy me one, you know. But yeah, no, EGM was not my main one.
I wouldn't say it's in the UK. I'd say for me it was always the PS. I think it was PS Monthly. Yeah, I think it was just PS Monthly, that magazine more than anything but a book. I don't think so, but I'd say looking at it, it's kind of cool.
Chris, what was your main book? PlayStation, right?
Official US PlayStation magazine.
Oh damn, the full
None
title.
of that funny UK stuff here. But same idea. I've been following that magazine since I think in the early 2000s. And it came in a large format. Like there's 2 different magazine sizes. This one was like a big one. And you'd have all kinds of stuff in there. I have a couple of EGMs, but nothing really that I can remember. And I also thought that EGM pushed a lot of Nintendo stuff, and I was just more of a PlayStation guy, so I was kind of like not really interested. Yeah. But yeah, no, the book's got exclusive interviews, an in-depth history. It goes deeper into the bigger stories. The layout's really nice. It's a 9x12 book, so you're getting a larger size print, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, so the physical version is pretty badass, actually. I'm just taking a look at it here. It looks like they've gracefully reprinted a lot of these, or at least in these mock-ups. It looks really, really good. It says thousands of reviews, previews, and insider info published in EGM across the years make the magazine virtually unparalleled. So that's a great little piece of history there. I'm much more excited over the book than I am about the online thing, but that's pretty cool too, to have every single magazine up there as well. That's pretty badass.
If you guys like this video, be sure to check out the rest of the channel and consider subscribing. Go even further and subscribe to Podcast Fresh wherever you listen to your podcast for new episodes every week.